Hello everyone, this is Jenna New. The Planet Challenge continues and we are going to be doing Pluto next. I believe we will have one more and that'll be Earth. I believe Livette is saving that for last. So anyway, Pluto has half matches to Sunday, West Virginia, Tetrahedron, Google, Isis, Locomotive, Pegasus, Pearl, Salt, Suriel the Angel, Wands, and William. That is the Roman version, Pluto. The Greek version, Hades, has half matches for Texas, Aquamarine, Iran, Orm, which is white gold or monatomic gold, Rome, and Sacrifice. Pluto magic in alchemy consists of radical changes in consciousness, death and resurrection, ending and beginnings, achieving spiritual goals, completes the breakdown of Saturn's structure begun by Uranus, shedding of old personal aspects, purging, digging below the surface to reveal what is hidden, learning secrets, the unconscious, the inner journey, transformative sexual energy, psychic energy used to manipulate or control, can be used to work through self-destructive urges, and this is an energy that builds slowly. As it's an outer planet, it moves slowly. Pluto has two symbols. The most recent symbol for Pluto is a combination of a P and an L. The L standing for its discoverer, Percival Lowell, and of course the P for Pluto. The traditional symbol for Pluto is a modification of Neptune's astrological symbol, whereas you have the trident in the Neptune, you have a circle like a head instead of the middle tine. It's representing the mind, which is the crescent, transcending matter, which is the cross, to reach the divine spirit, which is the circle. One thing I do want to mention about Pluto is he's kind of gotten that bad rap because, you know, of course, Hades is associated with hell, and pre-Christian times, the underworld was not considered good or bad, heaven or hell. It was just where you went to after death, and once in the underworld, you reap your rewards or pay your dues. And Pluto was in control of all of this. So the Elysian Fields, which were heaven as compared to, the other part of it, I can't remember the name of it, both under the realm of Pluto. Okay. Also, I wanted to mention that in Greek mythology, Pluto had stolen his sister Demeter's daughter and took her down. Her name was Persephone, and Demeter is the goddess of the harvest, and of course, her daughter would have inherited most of this stuff. But while she was down in Pluto's realm, she ate 6 pomegranate seeds, which doomed her to 6 months out of the year. So you can look at this situation, the winter months, which would be when she is down there, can be attributed to Pluto. Pluto is the final god of alchemy, and as an archetype is in many ways the deepest, darkest, most mysterious of all. It is a metaphor for the universal life force which impels all evolution and transformation. To my mind, of the 3 gifts presented by the Magi to the child, myrrh was the greatest affinity with Pluto. The Egyptians recognized the antibacterial properties of myrrh, and it was a primary ingredient in their elaborate and skillful mummification processes. This enigmatic tree resin has a unique association with death and afterlife, with the soul's journey, its judgment, and its rebirth into new life. Myrrh and Pluto are symbols of the death and resurrection of Christ. the phoenix bird dying and being reborn, her old life and wounds burned away in the purifying fires of her fragrant funeral pyre, revealing the unbellished gold of the spirit. As the Lord of the underworld, Pluto has dominion over all things that are hidden from the surface appearance. His treasures are the mysteries that lie at the core of birth and death, destruction and creation, erotic power, and elemental transformation. Pluto is a compulsive power that burns and consumes and then transfigures and resurrects. It is abundantly represented in myths of descent into the underworld that purge, transform, and remake. Hades and Persephone, Inanna and Eshkgal, Isis and Osiris, and with the gods of destruction and regeneration, death and rebirth, Dionysus, Shiva, and the primal creative and destructive mother goddess Shakti and Kali. Pluto represents to us what is dark and mysterious, taboo, what lurks beneath the thin veneer of civilization and the ego, and the hidden power beneath the surface of the earth that is periodically unleashed with great force. Pluto draws up to the surface that which is ripe for elimination. It reveals to us the truth of our wounds and impurities, our fears and darkest impulses, and their consequences, unconscious workings that serve to defeat us. If we are ready, strong enough to face our own heart of darkness, we too can blaze like the phoenix and be liberated. Fear and denial are the shackles that binds us, for, as Carl Jung said, only the man who goes through the darkness can hope to make further progress. To allow the passing away of what is outgrown and no longer necessary, for survival is to experience a horror of one's own extinction, the death of self. However, it is only down and through this underworld process that we can reemerge transformed and free. The ancient art of alchemy sought to transform base metals into gold. Yet for the gold to take form, all traces of the original substance must be lost. It is a transformation of the very molecular structure that the substance itself. We are so accustomed to thinking of death as the end of life that we need to reorientate our mental perspectives in order to think of death as a necessary element of life. We need winter for spring to come, like we need plants and animals and humans to die to replenish the soil for new growth. Yet when we experience losses of any sort, we often don't think of the new life to come. Alrighty, this is what I have for you. Please do make sure to check in with 11 Levette 11 and Mighty Messer for their interpretations on Pluto. This is fun. I'm new. I love you all. Bye-bye.